San Jose Sharks first round pick Joshua Ravensbergen joins the show today as we get to know him a little bit better.
You're Locked On Sharks, your daily podcast on the San Jose Sharks, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hello, welcome to Locked On Sharks, the premier hockey podcast covering your favorite team in the Bay Area. My name is JD Young, caretaker at the Reef, also the co-host of Locked On NHL. I want to thank you for making Locked On Sharks your first listen. Proudly part of the Locked On Network, we cover your team every day. If you want to be an everyday, all you have to do is just follow along wherever you get podcasts, or you can watch on YouTube as well. And today we are joined by San Jose Sharks first round pick Joshua Ravensbergen as we talk goalies, how he became a goalie. We discuss who he thinks the GOAT goalie is, plus his draft experience, combine experience, all that fun stuff. So before we get to know Mr. Ravensbergen a little bit better, do want to let you guys know that today's episode is brought to you by Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code LOCKEDONNHL for $20 off your first purchase. And now we bring in one of the newest San Jose Sharks prospects, Joshua Ravensbergen. How's it going, buddy?
Oh, I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on. I know you are enjoying what's got to be one of the best summers of your life, I guess, getting drafted and stuff. But before we get to the draft, I have to ask, when did you realize like hockey could be a thing for you?
I think it was early. Like I was enjoyed hockey. I always thought it was really good, and it was just what I wanted to do since I was a little kid.
When did you think like, oh, I might be able to make a career out of this? Was it early, or was there like a moment where you're like, you know what, I might be actually like really, really good at this?
I think it was maybe mid-Adam. Like I remember going to some hockey camp, and there's some guys speaking about how hard it is to make the NHL, and then they broke down all these points, and like if you're doing all this extra stuff, then your chances are pretty much 50-50. And I think from that point, it's like, oh, maybe I can do this. That's kind of where it started.
So, of course, goalies, you guys, a little bit of a different breed, I think it's fair to say, right? So what made you choose to become a goalie, or when did you decide, like, I want to be a goalie? And how much did your parents cry after seeing all the price of the gear?
I think for me, I just remember hating waiting lines as a player, as silly as it sounds, but that's kind of the only memory I had. And it was just, I loved being in the action all the time. So I think that's why I chose to be a goalie. And my parents, yeah, they just wanted me to do what I would love to do. But yeah, being a goalie, especially really pricey when you're starting out.
Yeah, I could only imagine, like, my youngest son plays soccer, as every kid does. Yeah, the drills you see, like if it's more than like two people in front of him, his mind just wanders. And I'm sure it's the same way with hockey kids waiting for their turn to do anything, right?
Yeah, I remember I'd just get bored, like, sit on the bench waiting for my shift, and I just want to be on the ice all the time.
Speaking about getting bored, when you're the backup goalie, how easy is it to zone out, or like what do you do to try to keep yourself in the game? Or are you definitely like you're zoning out, next thing you know it's been 20 minutes?
I like to just chill and watch the game, chew some gum, and chat with some teammates. But I keep it pretty chill and just observing, and I'll try to read some plays maybe in the back of my head. But for the most part, just kind of chill and try to enjoy the game.
And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, you're in the game, and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah, that happens sometimes. But
Yes.
it's not super hard. It's a little adjustment being thrown in, but you just go out and play.
All right. As I ask all goalies, when I know you mentioned Jake Ottinger is kind of the guy you try to copy his style the most, but who was your goalie idol growing up? Who was the guy you're like, that's the dude? Like, that's the dude I want to be.
I loved watching Tuukka Rask when I was younger. Like I just loved his paint job on his mask, like kind of the claws or the jaw that he had going, and I just loved that, and I loved watching him. And yeah, he was definitely my favorite goalie growing up.
Who's the greatest goalie?
Greatest goalie all time, I want to say Martin Brodeur. Yeah, that's my pick.
He's a compiler. No, the Devils fans are getting mad at me. Yeah, no, Brodor's a very fine pick. For me, I'm a little bit Dominic Hasek. Just the style with Hasek. I know way before your time, but that guy was just a different dude when it came. Like everybody tried to emulate him, and he was amazing. Anyway,
Yeah.
but okay. You're from northern Vancouver. There's a lot of fun, amazing young players coming from northern Vancouver. Some dude named Macklin Celebrini, Connor Bedard. What is there just something in the water with northern Vancouver kids?
I think it's just how accessible it is to skate. Like they're wearing clubs right here, and you can basically go anytime you want. Just go open ice and skate as much as you want to. So I guess that's my theory is why there are lots of prospects coming out of Vancouver. I think it's just really easy to find ice, and lots of people, lots of different skates to try and do, and so that's my theory, anyways.
Did you play? I mean, I know Celebrini's a little bit older than you, and Bedard's a little bit older. But you at least kind of play those guys, or have like any experience playing against those guys before they kind of went to their ways?
No, I never played on the same team as them because they were North Shore Winter Club guys, or when they're younger, and I never played at the Winter Club. I just played North End minor hockey.
Oh, you don't want to deal with those Winter Club guys, huh? They're too good
Yeah.
for. All right. So coming into the draft process, one, like, what was that process for you like? Did you interview a bunch of teams that you were projected to be a kind of late first round, but beginning of the second round pick? Did you have a lot of interviews with teams?
Yeah. I think I talked to probably every team once or twice throughout the year. So it was a lot, but it's nice that I didn't have to do this school this year on top of it being a late birthday. So that made it easier. Just call every once in a while and kind of repeat the same question so you get used to it. But yeah, I didn't find it too hard.
Did you have a feeling about the Sharks who, when it kind of came to getting closer to the draft, or was it just a surprise to you?
A little bit of a surprise. Like I talked to them about the Combine a little bit before that, but I didn't really know they had a lot of interest. I didn't really hear a lot from them, so it was a little bit of a surprise when they called my name. But I'm really happy with it.
Um, Before the draft, I think public scouting and the draft has become a bigger a bigger part of mainstream hockey now compared to especially even 10 or 15 years ago. Do you read your own profiles? Do you check in on like where mock drafts and stuff like that, or you just try to keep your head out of it?
I try to keep my head out of it, but once in a while, if I'm bored, I'll check and see what's out there. But for the most part, just keep out of it.
Are you like, how is this guy ranked ahead of me? I'm a goalie. I'm more court than some like fifth, winger or something like that, right?
Exactly.
I mean, you look at the Sharks now. The Sharks have two first round picks between you and Yaroslav Askarov. I know for a while goalies weren't really taken in the first round. Are you part of a new wave of is the goalie back in the first round? Is this the new thing now?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, two drafts of this year, so that's good to see from the goaltending side of things. And who knows who they'll be next year, but it is good to see. I believe the most important position, maybe a little harder to predict, but at the same time, kind of hope we deserve the same things and see one or two get drafted the first year would be cool. Not that it really
Yes.
means much at the end of the day, but still just having a belief in somebody.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I think we call it it's a lot about belief and confidence, it feels like. All right, before we continue with Joshua and we get into the draft and development camp, do need to take a quick break. If you ever decided at the last minute you want to head to the ballpark with friends or family, maybe it's game day and you suddenly realize you want to be in the stands, that's exactly where Game Time comes in. It's the easiest way to grab last minute tickets without the stress. With the money you save on tickets, you can splurge on food, drinks, merch, or even a bigger group to come with you. Game Time makes it possible. Game Time makes buying tickets fast and simple. Prices on the app actually drop the closer you get to first pitch. They've got incredible last minute deals, clear seat views, and the lowest price guarantee. It takes the worry out of buying. Game Time is the official ticket partner of Locked On MLB, making it easy to browse the app for exciting MLB games as the Giants. Let's see what the Giants do here as they head into the trade deadline. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app. Create an account and use code Locked On NHL for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code Locked On NHL, LOCKEDON NHL for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. So you get drafted, right? One, what's it like? I mean, you meet Commissioner, and then you have Bailey, the WWE star. Like, what was that like? Just getting to share this moment with her.
Yeah, it was fun. Like I don't really watch WWE, but I think she's a pretty big deal. So yeah, it was cool. And seeing the Commissioner Bettman, and then kind of going through the media circus, and then be able to see my family and enjoy the time with them that night. It was kind of a blur looking back, but it was a lot of fun.
I know the car wash, as they call it, right after you get drafted, because you get scooted along. So kind of explain the car wash for people if they don't know it, right? Because you get drafted, you do an interview, and then you're kind of shuffled from place. There's pictures. There's a whole ordeal, right?
Yeah, there's actually quite a bit. Like some interviews and then pictures, like multiple picture stations, and then like some upper deck things, and got our head scanned for Shell 25 or 26. I don't know why, but they did it. So it was a lot, but it was cool.
Yeah, so you're like do they have like the big circle machine like that they put you in, or like what's that part like when you're getting scanned for Chell?
No, they had like a little, I guess, booth that you just like stuck your head in and it just scanned it. So you look more realistic in the game, I guess, but I'm not really sure why, but it was cool.
And then you get stuck out in front of the media and they ask you a bunch of like jabronis like myself asking you dumb questions, to end the night. I think that's the last thing you have to do, right? Or then was it pictures then?
Yeah, it was pictures. Like the media stuff was all like right after I got drafted, and then you got to go see your family again.
Yes. And then of course the pictures, right, where they make you guys take the generic like hockey photos and stuff like that. That 20 years from now, when you look back, you laugh at like Logan Couture when he got drafted, he's got like the blonde tips and everything like that. It is a fun to kind of go back and look at the different styles. But you mentioned, right, you hang out with your family the night. What was it like just kind of taking that breath afterwards, like realizing like I got drafted, I'm, hopefully on my way to the NHL at some point?
Yeah, it was really special. They sacrificed a lot for me to get to this point, just driving me everywhere and financially as well, because hockey's not a cheap sport. So it was great having them all there. My uncle came down. And yeah, it was just enjoyable being with them that week and being able to experience it.
What do you do on Saturday? Because I'm sure you probably plan to potentially be there on Saturday in case you didn't get drafted in the first round. So, what did you do on the Saturday after during day two?
I slept in and then had to fly back to Van to pick up my gear and then go to dev camp. So
Oh no! So
yeah,
that is a long day. Then never mind.
yeah. But
That's
I got
yeah.
I got to sleep in quite a bit.
So, sleeping, was it just because it was just everything catching up to you, kind of the whole process of it, and just like enjoying the moment? And, or you just, you a guy likes to sleep in a little bit?
Well, the draft it went so late, and then by the time we went out to dinner and came back, like it was pretty late. So it was nice to just chill for a morning and kind of rest up, and then back to Van, grab my gear, and was on a plane in San Jose like 5 hours later.
Man, that's yeah. Go get your gear and come home. So you went to development camp in San. Luckily, it was a pretty short flight from Vancouver to San Jose. Right, it's not like you're going to Buffalo or Tampa or something like that, where you're having to do a whole cross country flight at least. But so you get your gear. You're in San Jose. What was your kind of first impressions of meeting everyone and starting development camp?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. Like having Ryan Miller, having a Bach out there, like two really respectable goalies who both had great careers, and then seeing Jumbo Joe and just all those guys walking around, Marlowe walking around the facilities and chatting with you. So it was really cool seeing all of them and meeting all the other guys too, all the other draft picks, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Jumbo Joe, did you catch him wearing a shirt or not wearing a shirt? Because that dude, if he could, never would wear a shirt.
I chatted with him a bit on the ice, and so
Okay.
he's wearing a shirt. It'd be kind of crazy if he's on the ice without one, but
begrudgingly wearing a shirt on the ice. No,
Yeah.
yeah, Jumbo. But is it weird? Like you have Joe Thornton, who's literally going into the Hockey Hall of Fame later this year. Patrick Marleau, who's also got his number retired. Is it weird just being like, these are two of the greatest players in Sharks history and two, some of the best players in the NHL. And these guys are helping me out, in this whole process.
Yeah, definitely a little bit because I mean, you watch them when you're little on TV, and now they're kind of there with you, helping you out, giving you advice. So it's something that's really cool seeing those big names, and both all great people, great players too. So yeah, it's definitely really cool.
Was Thomas Spears the goalie coach there? Did you get to meet him as well?
I met him for a little bit, but he only came out with us one day, so it was short, but got to speak to him a little bit, which was good.
Yeah, he is great. Every goalie who's kind of come through San Jose as of late has raves about what he does and the work that he puts in. Like Mackenzie Blackwood, Devin Cooley, like two guys who are big athletic goalies like yourself, rave about the work that he does. Like you're in good hands with Thomas Spears.
Yeah,
Like he is, yes, very good hands with him. So all right. Who did you end up rooming with?
I roomed with Jake Pilon. He
Okay.
played in Kelowna, so I kind of knew him already because he played in the Dub as well and is another goalie. So it was good. He's a good guy.
Oh, good. Which player were you kind of most impressed with?
Uh, I want to say Simon Wang was good. I thought he skated really well for his size. But to be honest, like I don't really pay attention too much to the players. Like I see him skating, but I don't really know who's who. I'm kind of just
Mhm.
trying to be in the moment, so I don't really pick up on that unless I'm really trying to watch. I'm kind of more focused on what I'm doing and where people are. I don't really pick up who it is most of the time.
Nutella, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I mean, last year, right? It was a little bit crazier with Celebrini, and you had Will Smith. This year, I mean, you had Misa and yourself and Musty and stuff. But what was it like? Kind of playing in the actual development game and like having just seeing all the teal and stuff around you.
yeah. It was cool having fans there and people asking for autographs and coming to watch you playing a little game in the middle of the summer and just meeting everybody for the first time. So it was exciting. It was a fun game. Playing 4-on-4, 3-on-3, make it a little more interesting. So it was fun.
Definitely doesn't put the defense and goalies in good positions in these 4-on-4 and 3-on-3s, right?
Yeah, no, a little harder for us, but that is good.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you guys played really well. I think definitely, I feel like it was maybe a little bit lower scoring compared to last year, but yeah, maybe defense is back apparently. So, all right, before we finish up with Joshua, we talk about the going back to the WHL and get to know him off the ice a little bit more. Just need to take a quick break. You're heading back to Prince George this season, of course. What's the goal for Prince George this year? Kind of as a team, right? You lost to Portland last year in the playoffs. Kind of, what's the goal for this team? You think?
I just try to keep building. See what kind of team we have and build on that, and just do our best to keep winning games and see what position that puts us in come playoff time. And I just want to go out there and do my best and try to help out the younger guys, being a little older this year and
Mhm.
being a 19-year-old, which feels kind of weird to say, but just being a good mentor, helping the other guys out, and just try to win as many games, help our team win as many games as they can.
Uh, of course, the WHL, right? You guys have the famous WHL bus rides, where because the league is so kind of spread out over the western part of Canada. What's the longest bus ride you've been on?
Whatever PG to PA is, I think we did that overnight, coming back from PA, and that was a long one. It's a really long one. I don't know exactly, but like 20-ish hours probably. So
What do
that
you
was
do on a
fun.
bus for 20 hours?
I don't even know. Like, just sleep, watch things on your phone, and marinate. I don't know. It's not the most enjoyable. They can be fun though, like chatting with the guys on the shorter ones, but once you get over like 7, 6, 7-ish hours, it becomes a little bit of a grind.
It is, I mean, again, you're 6'5", not the most comfortable. I know they're, charter buses and stuff, but still not the most comfortable ride for a guy your size, right?
Yeah, no. Like my first year, because I was a rookie, like I didn't get the floor. That's kind of the prize spot on our bus. So it was kind of a struggle trying to sit in the seats. But last year I had the floor, so it was a lot better. I could actually sleep. But my first year, I wasn't much sleeping being down on the bus.
As a 19-year-old now, do you get the like first pick of the like seats? Like this is my seat, or do you have the same seat as everyone? Kind of like this is your seat for the year.
Yeah. I usually stay in the same row.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
so I'll be back a couple rows this year.
All right. I know now, like with the new rules with the NCAA, is that something that you've thought about once you kind of graduate from the WHL, or you just gonna kind of play it by ear, or like what does that kind of mean for more opportunities for players now to that freedom to go between the CHL and start playing college hockey?
Yeah, I thought about it a little bit and kind of see how I do this year and see what happens for next year and try to decide from there. But I think it's a really good opportunity for all CHL players to just have another couple years of relevant, really good hockey to play. Like not, instead of going to U Sports, for U Sports is still respectable, but just playing NCAA is a lot better, a lot more opportunities, and good schooling as well. So I think it's really big for all the players in our league to have another level to work to after the dub instead of just aging out if you're not ready for pro and going to U Sports.
How happy are you not having to see Gavin McKenna right now?
we only play him once, so it doesn't really matter for me. But
But
he
still,
terrorized the league this year. Yeah,
that kid, yeah, that kid, it doesn't matter. It just seems like he could do whatever he wants out there. It's pretty ridiculous. What
no
some of
no
the
points
highlights.
against us though.
There you go. There
Yeah,
you go.
nothing against us.
Nothing against you. So who's the toughest guy you've ever faced in the WHL?
I'd say Tej again. That feels like when I ever played Kelowna, he's always getting on the score sheet. Which kind of pisses me off, but he's a really good player, really good shot. So sometimes he can't do much, but yeah, I'd say he's one of the best players I've played against.
All right. Of course, goalies, right? You guys get the nice thing of be able to kind of have some personality with your mask and your pads and stuff. Do you have much of a say into like what they look like, or is this kind of like Prince George kind of covers it, or who does it for you? Like, how does that process work for you?
Yeah, we're able to get all this stuff done. So there's a guy on the island, TK Customs, who does most of the dub goalies masks, and he does a really good job with them. So he basically give him some ideas or some things you want on the mask, and then he takes it and does a rough draft and sends it to you, and then you see what you like, see what you want to change, and then pads, so you customize ourselves and then ship it in. So it is fun. A lot of things to play around with, like your sticks too. You can just color on that. And it's another fun thing about being a goalie, just all these little details you can change and kind of tweak and add your own style too, which is cool.
Is there like one, like some players like Askarov always has like a two-tone mask for like one color on each side, or like some guys always have like family members or something? Is there like something that always has to be on your mask no matter what?
I've only gotten two so far, and I've kind of switched them up both times, like a little bit. So not right now, but maybe there will be one day.
I'm sure. So, all right, some dumb questions here before we get you out of here, so you can enjoy the rest of your summer. Socks and skates. Are you a monster who does not wear socks with your skates?
No, that's disgusting. I could not do that. I need so many fluffy socks to keep them comfy. I could not
Uh,
do bare feet.
is there people on the team? They can remain nameless, but have you noticed anyone on the team does not wear socks with their skates?
No, I don't think I've ever seen that. If
Mm.
anybody does, it's ridiculous.
There's people out there, they're weird people. They say it's like once you get over it, apparently it's like I don't know. It seems weird to me, man. Anyway, your game day ritual. What's kind of a normal game day look like for you? Are you a big nap guy, a coffee guy? Kind of how does that go? Your process?
I wake up, go to the rink, pregame skate, like do some hand-eye work, come home, nap as long as I can, do a visualization, go to the rink, some more ball work, and then game time. But yeah, I'm a huge napper. Just love to nap as long as I can on game days.
Gotcha. Coffee guy or no?
I like coffee, but I don't really drink it on game days. Like I'll drink any other day. I feel too jittery. So for a while, I was taking caffeine pills before I played, and that made me feel pretty good. But then I couldn't sleep after, so I kind of stopped that.
And those naps, you definitely need those naps.
Yeah.
You mentioned like the hand-eye coordination stuff. You're seeing with goalies now with more of like the like VR stuff. Have you tried using that yet, or like as a training mechanism? And yet?
I tried it once. It kinda
Mm-hmm.
felt a little weird. Like I could see how you can kind of improve or work on things on it, or stay sharpish, I guess. But I don't really know if I'd spend the money to use one right now.
You're old school. You just throw things at
Yeah,
you and you'll block it, right?
yeah, exactly.
All right. Uh what again, I know we're kind of deep in the summer here. What's your plans for the rest of the summer? I know, of course, training, but what else do you have planned? The fun things you have planned to do?
I got nothing right now.
Nothing.
All the vacations are over. Yeah.
That's fair. You're straight to hockey, no days off, hashtag grind, et cetera, right?
Exactly.
All right. Off the ice, what is your favorite thing to do?
Lately we've been playing a lot of basketball with the guys to kind of start that up in PG at the end of the year, and kind of been carrying that into my summer. Like our gym has a basketball court, so we'll play whenever we get the chance to, and that's been fun. Golfing a little bit lately, and that's been fun with the guys. And then I just like being outside. Like I used to do a lot of snowboarding and biking, so just being in the mountains, like doing the grouse grind is enjoyable, and just being up in the mountains and the trees, I enjoy it.
Um, you playing basketball doesn't feel like it's very fair compared to some of the other guys, right? Or do you just post up and nobody can guard you?
Try to do. But it's crazy to think like basketball terms. Like I'm still on the shorter side. Like I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
have to grow a bit to even be average height in basketball.
Again, I guess it depends on if you're playing who you're playing. If you're playing other hockey guys, you
Yeah,
probably feel like you're okay there. So, the grouse grind, right? You said you kind of like the mountains and stuff like that. Whenever you kind of get settled into San Jose, it's a little bit of a trek and stuff, but you got to make your way to Yosemite. I don't know if you've ever been or not. One of the most beautiful places in the world. It's a couple hours outside of the Bay Area, but like if you're a big outdoor mountainy type of guy, Yosemite changes your life. Amazing place. That's my
yeah,
advice.
yeah. I've
So
heard it's really nice there.
it is very nice. All right. I'll get you out of here. This last one. What was the last TV show you binge watched?
Um, I don't watch a whole lot of TV. I want to say I kind of got into Suits again, but then didn't really finish it. But a long time ago, like I love Breaking Bad. That was good. Um, yeah, I'd say probably Suits. Watched a little bit of Suits. I didn't finish it though. I kind of got bored. But I'd say that's the one I kind of last one I kind of binge watched.
I understand I'm terrible at the last season of a show. I never finish
Yeah,
a show for some reason. So,
yeah,
Joshua, thank you so much for your time. Again, taking up way too much of your time here this summer. So, appreciate you. Best of luck this season. I know Sharks fans are super excited to see what you do for Prince George, and hopefully we'll see you in San Jose sooner rather than later.
yeah. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right. I want to thank Joshua for taking some time out of his summer to hang out with me. Thank you to Prince George for setting this up for me as well. Josh, I expect him to have a big season for Prince George and be a huge part of their success this season. And, I think you see how Mike Greer investing in the goalies, right? Yaroslav Askarov, former first round pick, Joshua Ravensbergen, first round pick here. Sharks trying to kind of lock up that pipeline for a long time. So again, want to thank Josh and Prince George for setting this up. So we'll be back next week with more Locked On Sharks, as we're now again down to 3 episodes a week. So make sure you're following along wherever you get podcasts. And of course, you can watch on YouTube as well. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Locked On Sharks. Follow me on Twitter and Blue Sky at My Fry Hole. Till tomorrow or next week. Bye, friends.